Good morning, children. Yesterday we had started Unit 3 of your syllabus, that is Private, Public and Global Enterprises. I had explained the concept of public enterprises and I had given you an overview of different forms of public enterprises. There were three: departmental undertakings, public or statutory corporations, and government companies. These three come under public enterprises. So now we'll study every public enterprise in detail. We'll be studying its characteristic features. We'll also study its merits and demerits. So today let's study departmental undertakings. Children, I have told you that departmental undertakings are those type of organizations which are directly controlled and managed by specific ministries of state or central government. Like some of the examples I had given you: Indian Railways. So, Railway Ministry, Ministry of Railway in the central government, that controls, that manages this departmental undertaking, this department, railway department. So similarly, other are they like Post, Telegraph, All India Radio, Doordarshan. So there is a specific ministry in the government which is Information and Broadcasting Ministry. So they govern, they manage, they control the operations of these kind of undertakings, these kind of enterprises. Departmental undertakings are the oldest and they are the traditional form of public sector enterprises. They may run either by the central government or by a state government. These work under the overall control of a minister who is responsible to the parliament. So every ministry has a minister as its head, and these undertakings come under that minister. They are controlled, they are managed by that minister. Let's now see the features, characteristic features of departmental undertakings. First is established by ministry. I have told you already that the undertaking is a major part of the department attached to a particular ministry. Like I gave you example, railways, Indian Railways, they come under railway ministry. Then so many departments are there, so many ministries are there under state and central government, and each one of them they manage these kind of enterprises which run under their control. Like there is road transport and highway ministry, so they take care of the road transport, all the projects, all the undertakings which are there, governed by this ministry. So similarly, so many enterprises are working for public welfare, for providing services to the public, and these ministries in the government, they take hold over them. Second is government financing. So it is financed by the government budget, and all the earnings जो ये प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं इसकी जो भी अर्निंग होती है, लाइक रेलवे, सो ऑल द रेवेन्यू दैट रेलवे डिपार्टमेंट कलेक्ट्स, जो लोग travel करते हैं, they have to spend money in buying tickets, in traveling by railway. So all the money, all the revenue which is collected through these kind of services, that is collected in the government treasury. ये किसी के पास नहीं जाता है, ये उस तरह के organizations नहीं हैं which are meant to make profit. So all the revenues which are generated by giving services or by providing goods, so all these revenues they are collected in government treasury. Government के treasury में government की जो उनका ख़जाना होता है government का, उसमें सारा इनका revenue collect होता है. Next is government accountability. Then as I told you that these are governed by different departments under central and state government. So government they work under the direct control of departmental head, who is accountable to the concerned minister. Next is government employees. The people who work in these kind of undertakings, they are government officials, they are government employees, and these undertakings, they have no separate staff of their own. The recruitment, appointment, and conditions of services of the employees working in these undertakings, they are similar to those of other government employees. Government control. I told you that government, since they work directly under the concerned ministry, so the government officials, they have direct control. They plan like the policies. They organize the functioning. They have overall control over these kind of enterprises. Sovereign immunity of the state. This means that like if there is any kind of malfunctioning, आपको इस तरह के जो ये अंडरटेकिंग्स हैं जो पब्लिक सर्विस के लिए हैं, if you find their functioning not up to the mark, you can't sue them directly. Like अगर किसी और कोई प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उसमें अगर कहीं कोई फ्लॉ नोटिस में आता है, सो दे कैन बी स्यूड, उनको डायरेक्ट उनको कोर्ट का नोटिस भेजा जा सकता है. बट इसमें क्या होता है कि दे एन्जॉय लाइक दे एन्जॉय इम्यूनिटी ऑफ द स्टेट. उसका क्या मतलब है कि उनको डायरेक्ट कोई इस तरह उन लाइक कोर्ट में नहीं उनको कर सकता, स्यू नहीं कर सकता, उन पे इस तरह का कोई एक्ट नहीं लगा सकता. दे हैव टू फॉलो अ प्रोसीजर विच इज़ लाइक विच इज़ लेड डाउन बाय द गवर्नमेंट. गवर्नमेंट का उसका भी एक प्रोसीजर होता है कि अगर कुछ इस तरह के केसेस हैं, सो दे हैव टू फॉलो अ प्रिस्क्राइब्ड प्रोसीजर. So these are the important features of these departmental undertakings. Let's now see their merits or advantages. The first one is easy formation. Formation of these departmental undertaking is very easy. There is no registration or special law required, and they are created by the administrative decisions of the government, and no legal formalities are involved. So that means their formation is very easy. That is one of the advantage of these enterprises. Second is government control. The undertaking is directly controlled by the state or by the center, so they are more effective in achieving the objectives. वो जिस पर्पस के लिए establish की जाती हैं, so it is quite easy for them to achieve those objects, because they are directly under the control of the government, either at state level or at the center. No individual can interfere in their operation. They have no authority to change any policy. जो गवर्नमेंट ने उसके लिए जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन सेट किए हैं, उन्हीं नॉर्म्स को फॉलो करते हुए इसके ऑपरेशन होते हैं. सो इसमें क्या होता है कि गवर्नमेंट का ओवरऑल कंट्रोल रहता है और इसकी फंक्शनिंग कंपैरेटिवली लाइक मोर इफेक्टिव होती है. पब्लिक अकाउंटेबिलिटी. देयर इज़ मैक्सिमम डिग्री ऑफ पार्लियामेंट्री कंट्रोल ऑन द अंडरटेकिंग. लाइक एज द नेम सजेस्ट कि पब्लिक एंटरप्राइज है, सो पब्लिक का उसमें क्या है, पब्लिक का पूरा रोल रहता है, पार्लियामेंट्री कंट्रोल रहता है. पब्लिक हैज़ इट से बट नॉट डायरेक्टली. They will raise the issue through their chosen representatives, and such control keeps the management alert. Proper use of money. As I told you that all the money, all the revenue collected that goes into the government treasury, that is not held by any individual. कोई भी इनका ख़ुद का ऑफिशियल या उसका जो है वो उसके लिए लाइक दे कांट होल्ड दैट थिंग. ईच एंड एवरी थिंग इज़ ऑडिटेड. उसकी प्रॉपर अकाउंटिंग होती है, बजट प्लानिंग होती है, एंड उसके बाद वो सारा जो है गवर्नमेंट ट्रेजरी में जाता है. सो दैट मनी कैन बी यूज्ड इन अ प्रॉपर वे. मिसयूज़ के चांसेस कम रहते हैं. सीक्रेसी. द गवर्नमेंट दे अवॉइड डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ देयर पॉलिसी मैटर्स. गवर्नमेंट के जो भी इनकी फंक्शनिंग के इनके ऑपरेशंस के जो पॉलिसी मैटर होते हैं, गवर्नमेंट अवॉइड्स डिस्क्लोजिंग देम टू द पीपल in the interest of the public. So secrecy can be maintained. Aid to public revenue. The revenue goes into the government treasury, so that aids to public revenue. जो funds generate होते हैं country के development and growth के लिए, वो इनके थ्रू जो जनरेट होते हैं, दैट गोज़ इनटू गवर्नमेंट ट्रेजरी, और वो उसमें लाइक उसको बढ़ाते हैं. इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑफ सोशल चेंज. These undertakings, they are established to for the benefit of the people, for the welfare of the people. So they they promote economic and social justice, and there is very effective control over the production and distribution of essential services and goods. Let's now see the demerits or disadvantages or limitations of departmental undertaking. The first one is lack of flexibility. As I told you, that they work under the direct control of ministers of the government. So, a departmental undertaking, it functions under very strict parliamentary control. The minister and the top officials, they frequently interfere in its working. Or there is no autonomy. जो इसके official हैं, they can't frame the rules, they can't work on their own. They have to follow very strictly, they have to follow all the rules and regulations laid down by the government officials, and they frequently keep interfering in its operations also. So there is no flexibility, there is no autonomy, and that reduces the efficiency of the operation. Operations cannot be performed very effectively because of the interference by government officials. So that is one of the disadvantage of this government and this departmental undertaking. Second is lack of motivation. As I told you, that all the revenues, they go into government treasury. Usually what happens when you establish any kind of business enterprise, so the revenues which are generated, they are taken for expansion and growth of the firm. उसका जितना revenues आप generate करते हैं, तो उससे फिर firm का growth और expansion और development होता है. So that gives a kind of motivation. But here what happens, all the revenues, all the funds generated, they go into government treasury. So you can't just make out कि उसमें आगे growth कैसे होनी चाहिए. वो सारे government के policy matters होते हैं. तो इसलिए जो officials इसके होते हैं, they have no motivation to perform their tasks very effectively. Next disadvantage is red tapeism. Now what is this term, red tapeism? This is excessive and very rigid bureaucratic I told you that there is excessive centralization of control, and because of that, decisions are generally delayed, because each and every matter, each and every operation, that is controlled by the government officials, and they exercise their bureaucratic procedures, and they have their political interference, and because of that, the decisions, they take time, and this delays the process, this delays the functioning, and it cannot run in a business like manner. जैसे business का होता है कि there are day to day and there are periodic decisions which have to be taken in the interest of the business firms. But here, each and everything depends on the bureaucratic rule, and there is delay in decision making, and operations are also delayed because of that. Second thing, because of this red tapeism, another disadvantage of this thing is, usually what happens, every business firm should adapt to the current market conditions. It should adapt to the changes in technology. But here what happens, there is they usually do not adapt to such changes. कोई किसी चीज़ में हम देख रहे हैं कि आजकल हर चीज़ में टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज़ हो रहा है. इन एवरी डिपार्टमेंट वी फाइंड टेक्नोलॉजी टेकिंग ओवर. But in these kind of public enterprises, departmental undertakings in particular, they usually fail to adapt to the चेंजिंग मार्केट सिचुएशंस, वो उनके पुराने ही कन्वेंशनल मेथड्स पे ही उनके ऑपरेशंस चलते रहते हैं और उसमें जो है वो फिर ग्रोथ नहीं दिखती, कोई डेवलपमेंट नहीं दिखता. नेक्स्ट इज फिनेंशियल डिपेंडेंस. A departmental undertaking has no independence of funds because all its earnings are deposited into the government treasury. So what happens? It cannot take long-term investment decisions, and everything is at the mercy of the budgetary appropriations of the government. खुद से कोई भी फिनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंस नहीं है, खुद से कोई डिसीजंस नहीं लिए जा सकते, एक्सपेंसेस नहीं किए जा सकते, कोई उसकी प्लानिंग नहीं की जा सकती, बिकॉज ईच एंड एवरीथिंग डिपेंड्स ऑन द द गवर्नमेंट्स डिसीजंस. Next disadvantage of this departmental undertaking is inefficient management. What is that? A departmental undertaking is managed by government officials and civil servants who are sent on deputation. वो deputation पे government officials, civil servants को depute किया जाता है to run these kind of departmental undertakings. Now what happens? They have too much of paperwork because they have to produce reports in the parliament. इन पे बहुत ऊपर से जो कंट्रोल होता है गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल का वो बहुत रिजिड होता है, बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट होता है. सो दे हैव टू कीप एवरीथिंग इन ब्लैक एंड वाइट. कहीं ज़रा सी भी कुछ चूक हो गई तो इनकी बहुत अकाउंटेबिलिटी रहती है. दे आर आंसरेबल टू हाई ऑफिशियल्स. सो दे कीप everything in black and white by preparing regular reports, and that involves lots and lots of paperwork. So because of so much engagement in the paperwork and these kind of report preparing, they are overburdened and they cannot pay undivided attention to management. So the management of these departmental undertaking is not very efficient. So these are the limitations of a departmental undertaking. So tomorrow we'll see the other type of public enterprise, that is public or statutory corporation. So this is all for today. I would like each one of you to go through the book also to understand these topics more in detail. Thank you very much, children. Have a nice day.